I know you love your backpack, okay? I know. It carries everything, it's comfortable, and it's probably been with you through work, travel, maybe even music festivals. But lately, maybe it feels like overkill. Sometimes you just need to carry the essentials. We're talking phone, wallet, earbuds, keys, and a backpack feels like overkill. This is where a sling comes in. Think of them as a middle ground. More freedom than a backpack, and more capacity than your pockets, and more style than a fanny pack. Today, we're going to be looking at slings grouped by use case and lifestyle, so you can find one that fits your daily carry, your style, and the way that you move. So first up, we're going to take a look at some minimal EDC slings. So these are just for things like your keys, your wallet, and your phone. Just carrying the essentials, cutting the clutter, and always on hand. So first up, we have the Evergoods CAS 2. So this is a 2-litre minimalist sling built from a 420D high tenacity nylon 6.6 with a PU coating. This will fit a phone, a slim wallet, some keys. Organization comes in at the back here. It is only minimal. You wouldn't be able to fit very bulky items in there, but I think that's probably all you're going to need. And then of course, some great big chunky YKK zips and a nice thick bit of webbing and a very solid little buckle. So this is a cool, sort of understated option. Next is the North Face Jester Crossbody. So this is an everyday sling with more of a streetwear sort of aesthetic. This is a polyester build with bungee cords for some quick stashing of maybe a drink bottle or maybe a small jacket or even umbrella. And then you've also got just some pocketing around the place, some zippers, and then inside, just a little bit of organization for sort of any bits and pieces that you might need. And this one is of course worn slightly differently to the Evergoods one. This is less of a traditional sort of sling, but very much a sling nevertheless. And the North Face are always a reliable brand. So that's a great option. And then we have the Bellroy Classic Sling. Now, Bellroy's design language is all here, so the sort of soft lines, the leather accents, and the recycled woven fabric. And this one has a little bit of a trick because you open up these metal zippers, you can see it sort of expands a little bit. There's sort of a little almost gusseting just to give you just that little bit of extra volume if you need it. And that's on both sides, and that connects to the fairly nice feeling strap. This one doesn't clip off, so it's just adjustable with the clasp there, but as you can see, you can change it to fit anywhere. Fabric feels really nice, comes in a range of colors. Little bit of organization on the inside. There's this padded section here. You want to keep a small tablet or your phone nice and safe, and then a zippered pocket with some mesh lining, and that's nice and stretchy, and that can keep your sort of delicate safe. On the back, another little slip pocket, and that's a good option for AirPods or sunglasses or something. This is a slightly larger sling, so good if you have a little bit more that you want to carry. Can definitely handle probably a drink bottle, maybe even a small tablet, a Kindle or something like that. Moving on to the next section. Next, we're gonna have a look at some tech and camera slings. These are great for creatives or commuters. So this is the Peak Design Everyday Sling 10-litre. It is a favorite amongst photographers. It is made from 400D recycled nylon with some weatherproof zips. And one of the things we know and love about Peak Design is their flexi fold divider, their system for organization, for modular organization. So these come in there and you can use them, you can not use them, but they're great for setting up lenses, camera bodies, and all of your tech. It's going to keep it nice and safe and very nicely organized. And given that this is 10 litres, it is quite big, so it can carry a lot. It can even carry sort of a larger tablet. And there's plenty of pocketing for your batteries or your SD cards or your dongles, that can all go in there. And then it's got this padded shoulder strap here, which is the first time we're seeing a padded shoulder strap today, and that is quite comfortable. And then of course, very adjustable with the harness too. Comes in a range of colors. If you have a lot of stuff and you just don't want to be carrying a backpack, then this is a great option. Next is the Aer City Sling 3. This is made from a 1680D Cordura ballistic nylon, so super durable with quite a lot of structure just inherently in this fabric because the weave is so thick. You also get YKK AquaGuard zippers. These are big chunky ones, so they're really fun to zip and rip. This is a 3-litre capacity, so not huge, but definitely not the smallest sling doing the rounds. And then you get plenty of organization on the inside. There's some stretchy pockets there. There's some zippered pockets. So if you've got all of your bits of tech, you want to keep your hard drives and your chargers all separate and safe, this is a good option for you. A few ways to carry this one as well, because the grab handle is quite significant for a little sling. So it almost works as like a mini briefcase. And then the webbing itself, you can actually remove the entire sling there and it almost becomes sort of like a tech pouch. Another little pocket at the back, slipping in a phone or something like that, keys maybe. And that is the Aer City Sling 3. This is the Rushfaster EDC Sling 4 liters, and this is our own in-house design, and it is built for flexibility. You've got weather-resistant fabrics in the 420D Cordura. You've got YKK zippers, Fidlock lockable hardware there, just high quality materials all around and designed to be used for a myriad of things. You could use this on a hike. You could use this, of course, for all of your tech, because there are plenty of organization options inside there, and there's a padded area too for a small tablet or a phone or a Kindle. So a really great option if you need versatility, but definitely suitable for your tech. And of course, carries really well and has some extra options for additional items. If you wanted to carry like a tripod even, you could sort of strap that to the bottom. Would also work for a jacket or a drink bottle with those lashes there. Comes in green, this is the sand, and it also comes in black. Now we're on to the travel and packable slings. So these offer flexibility as well as being very lightweight. So if you're on the go, you don't always need a sling, but you can bust one of these out of your big backpack and it's there when you do need it. So first up, we have the Matador Refraction Packable Sling. So this is lightweight and it packs into its own little pocket. And it packs down real small and really quick. There we go. Oh geez, webbing and all. Look at that, gone. Huh? Look at that, absolutely, oops. That's just gonna disappear. See? Gone. So as you can see, very, very packable. And then when you unfurl it, you've got some pocketing on the front from a stretch mesh pocket. So that'll expand a little bit to give you a bit more capacity if you need it. And then you've also got a main compartment there, and there is not a lot going on in there, but if you just wanted to keep your phone out of your pockets, maybe you've got to carry around a passport, this is awesome. It's just little, it's just built for purpose. It's kind of cute. Another option for the traveler is the packed stash sling. This is made from recycled materials. This also packs very, very flat when it's not in use, so it doesn't take up much space in your bag. And then it expands quite well when you need it. This one is got much more capacity than the Matador, so if you need a slightly bigger sling, this is a good one to look at. Love that it's got this sort of brown, almost mocha color on the inside, and then some pocketing too, so you can sort of separate a few things on the inside. Get a little key lash, some more pocketing on there, closer with a magnetic snap, and we love those. And then an external pocket too, and this is where you could pop like a little drink bottle or something like that. Nice size clip and a nice size harness as well. And I think this one actually looks quite smart. This does come in a bunch of colors, so you can always find something to match your sort of your vibe and your persona. And the last section is streetwear or kind of specialist style. So maybe these are a little bit more niche or a little bit more fashion forward perhaps. It's for when you want your sling to sort of say something or perhaps do something specific. And the first one we're going to look at is the Defy Insidious Sling. So this is a really interesting brand out of Chicago. They make all their stuff in Chicago. They're really into the motorcycle lifestyle, very rugged and industrial. Think ripping into these AquaGuard YKK zippers. You can see all the weaves are really chunky throughout. You've got some pocketing. You've got webbing for attaching all sorts of accessories. This keychain is not just a keychain, it's like like it hurts you. This is a bag that's gonna hurt you. That's what I'm saying. And Defy is awesome. Like all their stuff, it's a particular look, but if you dig it, you dig it, and I dig it. And it's just gonna last a long time. Space for a big tablet, maybe even some small laptop. So we've got a 16-inch MacBook Pro. It doesn't fit. It does not fit. But that's okay, because maybe you just buy yourself a backpack. But definitely could fit a big tablet, an absolute beast of a strap. This is really well padded. It's actually very heavy because of this big clasp, this big Cobra buckle that is just so fantastic to use. I love that. So Defy, definitely an interesting one. Definitely one worth checking out if this appeals to you. Next is the Brown Buffalo Conceal Waist Pack. Now this is just a little guy. It's made from 1000D Cordura with YKK zips, so we're not skimping on quality there. Also got some high-vis X-Pack on the inside lining and just a little bit of organization with these sort of cool see-through divider mesh pockets. This is just a tight little package. It's almost like a pouch with a waist strap. I think it's really discreet, and there's another little zipper pocket at the front, and you can see the back of that X-Pack there. Fairly simple strap, but when I say simple, I don't mean it all low quality. It feels very well constructed. And then this fun little elastic loop on the bottom for snapping and attaching stuff. This is another sort of freaky guy is the Coat of Bell X-Pack Pro, and this is a modular and expandable sling. So this is made from 680D ballistic nylon with some YKK AquaGuard zips, but there's also then some appears to be ripstop on there. There's a lot going on here, and there's also some, I think, some fidlock buckles. So there's just tons happening. This is the type of bag that you would get if you wanted to replace your backpack, because you can really open it up here and get some extra capacity when you need it. So there's plenty of organization on the inside on that high-vis lining, a little admin pocket, and then even a laptop compartment, a 16-inch, but it will fit. It'll fit a 16-inch MacBook. So if you need a sling that's gonna fit a 16-inch MacBook, then the Coat of Bell sling is a great sling for you. The back of this sling is interesting too because it is quite padded. So it does have an airflow channel. So there's lots of ways that you can adjust how you carry this. It also has an extra stabilizer strap. So when it is in sling mode on your back, you can really lock it in and it's not going anywhere. You can have some fast-paced action. You can also carry it as just like a briefcase. So this is a very full-featured sling, and there's the extra capacity, which should cover every need you have and don't even know about yet. At this point, at what point is a sling not a sling? This is coming very close. There you go. Let's just zip that up a little bit. This has got me questioning what it means to be a sling, basically. And finally, the Grams 28302 Adventure Sling. Now, this is a really high quality sling. Love Grams 28. This is made from Italian leather with quite minimal branding. It's a 4.5 litre sling. This is almost sort of streetwear luxury. It pairs better with sneakers and jackets and hiking boots, but totally something that you could take out to the office or even traveling. It just completely depends on your aesthetic, but it's good to know that if you want something really upmarket, it's out there. So, should you switch from a backpack to a sling? Well, not always. But slings give you freedom when you don't need to carry quite as much, while still giving you some organization, some extra capacity, and then some style that like a fanny pack just can't. So whether you're a minimalist who wants to carry a wallet, phone, and keys, or you're a creative who needs space for tech and cameras, or if you're a traveler and you just want something packable, or maybe you're someone who just wants to add a little bit of different style to their rotation, there is a sling for you. So links to everything we've shown are in the description below, as well as a link to sign up to the Rushfaster email newsletter so you can get Rushfaster in your inbox. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe for more carry videos from Rushfaster. Today, we answered the question, should you switch from a backpack to a sling? I'm Roland from Rushfaster. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.